Hold on. We crashed the stream. The stream got crashed. We did it again.
Yep.
Hold on.
We? Who's we?
I didn't do it. No, we actually did crash the stream because TikTok crashed it. Hold on, let me make sure we're going back. This is really happening.
Yes.
Tyler, why would OBS just crash?
Bandwidth issues, pipe issues, anything really.
What is OBS?
Open Broadcasting System.
All right, we're back.
Basic.
It's back college football. We're back better than ever. No one gives a fuck about the intro anymore. Watch the first fucking video that already got sent up. Suck my balls. Here we go. Georgia win totals 9.5. They're gonna beat Marshall. They're gonna beat Austin P. What's going on with Tennessee this year, guys? Are they gonna win that game at Tennessee?
Probably.
Well, okay. Looking at their schedule, they've got, what, like 8 gimmies?
No,
Marshall,
are they gonna,
Austin
are they
P.
gonna beat Tennessee at Tennessee?
I say yeah, but that is assuming a lot. Since we don't know how the quarterback's going to do at Tennessee
And Tennessee,
in that system,
and
I don't think Georgia needs a quarterback is my point. That's what I'm saying. That even a bad quarterback at Georgia, they will still run the ball and have strong defense. Tennessee, I don't know.
And Gunnar Stockton seems like he's going to be serviceable. So I'm going to say that they actually go into the Tennessee and beat Tennessee.
Tennessee has like one of the harder schedules in the nation.
Yeah. All right, so
Yeah.
that's 3 wins right now. They're not going to beat Alabama now at home, are they? Bama, they got Bama home after a bye week. Bama's also on the bye, but they have Bama off of the bye week, off of the Tennessee game. They're not going to win both of those games, so I think we should give them a loss week 5 technically, to Bama. There's no way they're going to win both those games, right?
I mean, unless their quarterback all of a sudden is incredible, like, yeah, no, probably not. Or they turn into Michigan, right? And they just run the ball 50 times a game.
Which that's not outlandish either.
What do you think, Jay?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to take an L somewhere in this next few games. Like,
I say
they kind of set up for a trap here.
If you look at the image, the top 4 games, I think they're going 3-1 in the top 4. They're not going to beat both Bama and Tennessee, so we have to give them 3-1. I think that's fair.
Huh?
I think in the top 4 games, Marshall, Austin P, Tennessee, Alabama, they'll go 3-1.
Right.
Seems reasonable.
All right,
Yeah.
so the next couple games, this is how we'll break it down. Kentucky, Auburn, Ole Miss,
Win.
Florida. The only game on the road is the at Auburn game. I think they go.
And technically Florida.
I think they go at least 3-1 against these teams.
I would be surprised if they lose any of those games, honestly.
Kentucky and Auburn are going to be gimmies. Ole Miss has a new quarterback, and Florida could be the greatest team ever, or be Florida. Are we giving them 3-1? Or are we giving them 4-0?
If we give them, that's the difference in the game, right? Because if we give them 3-1, then they'll be at 6 wins, and then they have 4 games left, and
Have to run the table.
they'd have to beat Texas to get to 10 wins.
I think that they win all 4 of these games, guys.
Makes sense to me. So they're at 7 wins, and then Mississippi State, then they have to play Texas at home, then they have Charlotte and Georgia Tech.
Yeah, at State, home against Texas, Charlotte, and Georgia Tech.
2-2 in the last.
I think they, honestly, guys, I think they go 2-2. I think Tyler's right. I think
Georgia Tech keeps taking them to overtime, so, you know, who knows?
so I
Last
think,
2 times.
I think we might have to hit the. Are we going under here? Are we going 9-3, or do we like the 10-2? Where's our money at, boys? Jay, you've been the big winner. Where's our money at?
I wrote them I wrote them down on paper. I wrote them down at 10-2.
So there you go.
That's what I put on paper.
All right, so
Fair
that's
enough.
one
I
vote
mean,
for
that's-
10-2. I'm gonna say 9-3. Rob, what's your vote?
I'll go with 9-3.
9-3. All right, Tyler. Deciding factor.
I'm of 9-3.
So we're going 9-3, guys. So we're gonna go. I wish I had the fucking sound effects thing. It's coming. We're going under on Georgia at 9.5 wins. All right, guys. I think I like that. I think I like that. The next team we're gonna do, Connolly, we're gonna let you run with this one wild. It is the second team predicted in the SEC. It is the boys in the burnt orange, the Texas Longhorns, as you can see, are also at 9.5. And I'm bringing up their schedule right now. There we go. First game at Ohio State. What are we doing here, boys?
I think it's great that we're actually going to start the football season off with a tough game.
We're big Texas fan.
Yeah, big Texas fan. Yeah, I think, well, just for college football in general, like I can't stand the soft games out the start. So to come in with something big like this is actually worth watching. I put Texas on paper, and I put on paper 11-1.
All right, so then if he's going 11-1, no, that's fine. I like that. If you're going to go 11-1, I think we should go through and objectively go through the schedule because you're not going to be objective.
No. So, but the road, there's 2 roadblocks on their schedule, and it's Ohio State and Georgia. And I think they could win either one of those games. And the rest of their schedule, I think they walk it. I mean, look at this. Go ahead and pull the schedule. It's a joke.
Well, if you look on the screen, but you can't.
It is pretty cake.
You can't see the screen, but I can. I think there's a game October 11th that might trip them up. I think Oklahoma is going to be good.
No
I
shot.
don't.
No
I don't-
shot.
And you know why
I
I
don't
say
think-
that? I don't know if they're going to be good. I think that they have to be good or Venables loses his job. So, all right, let's go through
Which
it.
is-
Rob and Tyler, we'll go through it. We'll give them a loss at Ohio State just to give them a loss. San Jose State, UTEP, Sam Houston, 3-1. Florida, Oklahoma,
Correct.
I think
Kentucky.
they lose at Oklahoma, to Oklahoma,
Either
right?
Oklahoma
Not to
or
Florida.
maybe
We're not losing. They're not losing at Florida out of the bye.
So that's 6-2. Then they got Vandy at Georgia, Arkansas, Texas A&M. I think they lose at least one of those games, maybe even 2. Don't sleep on the Aggies.
I will. Fuck Trev.
So I think that their schedule is very cake. I agree with JC on this. I will say that Oklahoma, if they lose, Venables loses his job and then probably gets hired by Miami to be the defensive coordinator next year, and all will be right with the world because he is like the best defensive coordinator of all time. He doesn't have a lot to work with in Oklahoma. So I think actually that Texas can beat Ohio State week 1 because they have a returning quarterback. They've seasoned him. If there's one spot where Arch shows up big, it's right at the beginning of the season when he's had more prep time than the starter for Ohio State. Because not that Ohio State's not going to have a really good quarterback, of course, but it's going to be different this year. You know what I mean?
So you're
this
saying-
this has all been building to this season.
So you like 10-2 more than 9-3.
Well, so I think they beat Ohio State. I don't know if they'll beat Georgia out of the bye, though it's probably very strong. Oklahoma, I could buy them losing one of those games because it's kind of in the middle, right? And they're doing technically four away games in a row. Florida, Oklahoma's in Dallas, Kentucky, Mississippi State. So I could see that. Yeah, I would say probably 10-2 is is there. I think that because it's just a much easier schedule than Georgia's. I think Georgia has a much tougher schedule. So I think I buy 9-3 for Georgia, 10-2 for Texas.
Tyler, do you agree?
I agree with Rob's assessment.
I'm gonna say, Jay. I'm not gonna give the 11-1, but I will go with the 10-2. I think that's fair.
Certainly fair. I mean, I think it's college football though, right? Like somebody's gonna be 11-1. It's just gonna happen. And when I look at the opportunity, both challenging games, Ohio State and Georgia, are away games. So I mean, that's the sticking point. But I think they come away from one of those games victorious.
I got the next team, guys. So right now I'm writing down the teams so we can pick a winner at the end. Alabama Crimson Tide over 9.5 wins. Who wants to take it away first? We'll go through it because you guys can't see. First 4 games: at Florida State, ULM, Wisconsin, Georgia. The Georgia game is at Georgia. So it's at Florida State, ULM, Wisconsin, at Georgia. First 4 games. They're going to lose one of those games, right? I think Florida State's going to be a little tougher.
Florida State, Aaron.
I think Florida State's going to be a little bit tougher than people think.
Yeah, they took my defensive staff, fuckers.
No, yeah. I mean, I think Florida State will be better than they were last year, but they were 2-10 last year. You think they're coming out of the gate and stunning Alabama at home?
I think they might give them a
after
game
imploding last season.
But I think Georgia gets them. I think
it'll be close, but I don't think they're beating Alabama.
But I'm pretty sure we just said that Georgia beats
them
this game. So
I think we did say that. Yeah.
So it's either 2-2 or 3-1.
I think 3-1's fair. Unless you think Wisconsin. No. I mean, that's an interesting out-of-conference game, but I don't think that's going to happen.
So we'll say 3-1 for the first, and then we got the next 4 games for the Alabama Crimson Tide. We got Vandy at home, at Mizzou, Tennessee at home, at South Carolina. I'm going to think here a little bit. I'm saying 2-2, and that might be at best.
I think that is going to be the roughest stretch for them for the whole season. At Georgia, Vandy, who will play them tough, that's what happens.
And Diego's
at
back.
Missouri.
At Missouri, Tennessee, and at Williams-Brice at 9.
South Carolina.
Yeah. I say
it's
2-2 at best.
going to be that's a really tough stretch of games. So I could see. I don't know. I don't know if they lose 2. They're going to lose 3 out of those 5. You think that's going to happen?
I think that they lose 3. They lose 1 in the first 4, and I think they lose 2 in the next 4. I think they do.
I think Tennessee and South Carolina are the 2 obvious ones.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about Missouri.
Well, that's what I was going to ask JC on that one.
I'm not expecting a whole lot.
Everybody's overhyping South Carolina, but I think 1 game or 2 games, Sellers could actually win them, and maybe that's the game that they win them. You know, the home game against the big, bad Alabama Crimson Tide. I think 2-2 is fair.
I think 2-2 is fair. So that's 3 losses. That's 9, right?
So that's 6-3 right now, and then 5-3. The last 4 games: LSU at home, Oklahoma.
At home.
Oklahoma's coming off a bye, but that is a home game, and then Eastern Illinois, and then at Auburn. They could probably sweep that.
Yep.
But LSU is good, though. I mean, LSU, Bama. I think they're an 8-4 team.
Bama's coming off the bye for that one.
I think they're an 8-4 team, guys. When I did my picks, I had them at 7. I had them at 7-5. I had them losing to Georgia, Missouri, LSU, Oklahoma, and South Carolina. I think 8-4 is more than fair, unless you guys want to go 9-3.
Yeah, I'm an 8-4 camper too.
I mean, I like 8-4. I have them on paper at 9-3, but I wouldn't be disappointed if they were 8-4.
Well, that's because you have other.
I mean, yeah.
But I think Auburn and LSU are definitely losses.
I guess, I'm going to go out on a limb here. Of the 3 coaches we talked about so far, we haven't actually talked about the coaches, but this is always kind of my thing, right? We have Sarkisian, we got DeBoer back for second round, and of course, Smart's smart. So I'm more willing to say that Georgia gets that 10 wins because Kirby's going to make sure of it. Sarkisian can be really great and really terrible. I mean, they're very up and down. He's a very up and down coach. As much as I think he's a very good coach, he's not the model of consistency. That's kind of been his career. DeBoer, he had a bad year by Alabama standards in his first season, but do we think he's going to do worse this season than he did last season when it was a roller coaster and he didn't have control of the locker room? I feel like that's a hard sell for me. I could see Alabama squeezing to 10 wins more than seeing Texas go to 11-1. Sorry, JC. Just because of the coaching. I have more faith in DeBoer than I do in Sarkisian.
All right, so I'm going to go with I'm going to go with 8-4. Tyler, what are you going to say? And we'll cut it in the middle, whatever it is.
8-4.
Rob?
Because.
8-4.
That's it. Why, Tyler?
The last game, Iron Bowl, I want to go to it because it's down in Auburn. You don't think Auburn's going to get tuned up to deliver the death knell blow to
Yeah, they
Alabama's
could very easily lose that Auburn game, too.
Mm-hmm.
That depends on Auburn actually being good this year. so
we're
they were
going
pathetic last year by most standards.
So we're going to go 8-4.
Something I really love that game. If Alabama's sitting 9-3 going into that game, I think they're not winning that game. I think just that optic, that environment of a 9-3 Alabama team, they're done.
All right,
I can see that.
So far,
I'm going to go on a limb and say 10-2 because Alabama either goes into that last game with only 2 losses and then they won't let it get to them, or they've already lost that third one and they go drop to 4
then we'll play the even
They're
ground.
not going to be 9-3.
We'll play the even ground and we'll go 9-3 for Bama, even though we had 8-4s. We'll just play it because
Just go 8-4. That's fine. And then when I'm right, I'll get to lord it over all of you guys. That's fine.
And when Auburn wins, it could be
8-4. All right, guys. Next team. This is a good pace, guys. We're doing a very good pace right now. I'm enjoying this. We have visuals. It's very nice. You can't see them, but I can. Here we go. Oklahoma's win total is 6.5. Are they going to go over and under 6.5? So far, we've gone under, over, under. Oklahoma 6.5. First 4 games. Versus Illinois State, home against Michigan, at Temple, and then home against Auburn. That's 4 wins.
So we don't drink the Bryce Underwood Kool-Aid and believe that Oklahoma versus Michigan is a difficult game.
Absolutely never.
Okay. No.
Never again. We're never doing this shit with Blue ever again.
Are we in an accord that's 4-0?
So, does Michigan have a tough game? I mean, I didn't get to see what their first game of the season was. It's a tune-up game.
Michigan doesn't play tough games until they
Michigan plays Nebraska week 3, the game after this.
They play New Mexico for the first game.
For the first game? Okay. Then I don't think that Bryce is going to be ready to play at Oklahoma. Not that Oklahoma is the most terrifying place to play, but it's going to be a far cry from New Mexico. You know what I mean? And Venables, again, as much as I like Venables a lot as a defensive mind, whether he's had enough time to build the defense that he wants, I don't know, but I feel like he's going to have tricks up his sleeve for a freshman, right? I know he's number 1 overall and all that great stuff, but he's still 18. You know what I mean? I think that Michigan isn't that kind of program to pull that off. Not in Oklahoma. So
we'll go
I think they win that one. Yeah. Well, again, I don't have high hopes for Auburn this season.
Well, this could get a little tricky here, guys. Home against Kent State, home against Texas, at South Carolina versus Ole Miss. I see potentially 2 losses, but I'm going to say only 3 or only 1.
I'm going the opposite route. I think Texas, South Carolina, and Ole Miss are losses.
You think they get 3?
Yeah.
I say 1.
So you think
Tyler says 3. What are you guys up to?
they definitely lose? If they win at Texas, they're losing at South Carolina.
Yep.
As sure as eggs is eggs. That's the biggest letdown spot that you could see because you go from beating your rival to going to South Carolina. They're going to demolish them only based off of a momentum alone.
Thank you for the
I
love
don't
in the
see Ole
chat.
Miss
Who's
beating
ever
them
doing
at
the likes?
Oklahoma.
Thank you for the likes in the chat. We appreciate it. Yeah, all right, so we're going to say 2 losses in that stretch.
I'll go with 2 losses.
Yeah.
I could see 1, but I'll definitely 1, maybe 2.
All right, the
What do you
last
think,
4
JC?
games is at Tennessee, at Alabama, home to Mizzou, home to LSU. Alabama is
Jesus.
the bye week, though, so in between Tennessee and Alabama. That's 3 losses. What am I thinking?
Yeah.
That's 3 losses.
1, 2, 3. But they still break. You said 6.5, right? That's still 7 wins.
That's still 7 wins, yeah. Even with my 3 losses.
Yeah.
I think so. Because first 4, so that's 4-0, 5-0, and then 5-3. Well, if they go 1-3 and 1-3, then never mind.
Right.
2-2, and then 1-3.
Yeah, if they go 2-2, if we do the 2-2 and 1-3, they still manage 7 wins.
So they're an 8-4 team, and they're over.
Well, they're 7-5, and they're over.
Oh, 7-5.
7.
Okay.
Yeah, 7 and 5.
And they're
Remember that a little at 6.5.
Yeah, they only had 6. So here's a question: do you think Venables gets fired if he hits 7 wins? So we make money, but he still gets fired at 7 wins. What do you guys think?
I think it depends on which teams he beats.
I guess that's true. If you think it's just a Texas thing, if he beats Texas, even if he's 7-5,
If he
and keeps
beats
his job,
Texas and then knocks off Alabama,
and still goes 7-5 somehow.
That'd be
I
wild.
mean, dude. Look at that schedule. That schedule is that's a fucked up schedule. They should have never given somebody that's a terrible schedule.
Yeah.
But it's brutal. That's what I'm saying. Like, do you think him breaking 500 is good enough, or he gets
I
fired
think-
even though
put it this
he
way.
hits
I
his
think
overs?
I picked them going 9-3. If they go 9-3, they should build a fucking statue for him with that schedule.
Yeah, I don't know how the hell he came up with 9-3. I don't see him. That's crazy.
I only had them losing to South Carolina, Tennessee, and LSU.
Beating Alabama at Alabama out of the bye. Holy shit.
I don't like their quarterback. I don't like Bama's quarterback.
That's fine. I don't necessarily think Oklahoma has a team. Like, until they prove it on the field, it's Oklahoma.
Thank you again for the likes, guys. Appreciate the likes. Thank you very much.
Oklahoma no got no defense. We learned this.
Like I said, I can.
All right, guys, we're going on to the next team. LSU. What do you guys think about LSU this year?
What did we decide on Oklahoma? We're
7-5.
calling them 7-5?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're at least. I think they're at least hitting the over. I agree that if Venables gets only 6 wins this season, he should be fired. Even though it's a really, really, really tough schedule, you gotta make something happen, right? You gotta beat Michigan. You gotta beat at least Missouri, right? Sorry, JC.
Right.
So,
I agree.
And
I agree.
LSU
so that guarantees you 7 wins.
And LSU, just so you guys know, 8.5 wins is the total. You guys keep talking about Oklahoma. I don't want to keep you guys too late tonight, so this is a good pace. I know you guys got shit to do. I'm trying to pace it right.
8.5 wins. So wait, so your pick was to have Oklahoma finish ahead of LSU, even though the
No.
over-unders are okay.
Well, I don't know.
Just making sure.
We'll go through it right now. LSU
Yeah.
first 4 games at Clemson, home to Tech, La Tech, home to Florida, and then Southeastern Louisiana. That's 3-1, right? I think they
Clemson
could
and
go
Oklahoma.
4-0. I think they could beat Clemson.
Yeah, I could see 4-0, but I think the 3-1 is safe.
I think 3-1's the safe play.
Clemson has the most people returning on both sides of the ball, including Cade Klubnik. So I don't drink that Kool-Aid. They're 3-1.
Okay, so we'll go through. I think 3-1 is fair.
As much as I
Hate Dabo.
hate Dabo Swinney, he finally opened up a transfer portal, just a little bit. and they have all those returners. So yeah, I mean, let's put it this way: if Clemson fucks this up somehow,
And don't forget, Dabo's on
Yep.
TikTok now, and Dabo's got that drip.
makes me hate him even more. Somehow Dabo will still be able to keep his job, but if Dabo can't get it done against LSU with all those returners and all of that institutional knowledge that is supposedly the point of keeping him around, then they need to start flying banners to get him fired. That's all I'm saying. So, and it's not going to happen because the man lives a charmed life, and I hate him for it. So, 3-1.
Okay, next 4 group of games. At Ole Miss, home to South Carolina, home to Vanderbilt. Oh, excuse me.
At Vanderbilt.
At Vanderbilt, I apologize. And then home to Texas A&M. That's at least 1 loss, right?
On paper, no, but yeah, I could see it happening. Unless you think
that's what we call an SEC loss. Like they're gonna Vandy's gonna get somebody.
well, how much do you like your old coach there to be prepared for all these games?
I
don't like it. I think he's going to fuck it up.
I think out of Lane Kiffin, Beamer, Lee, and Elko, one of those 4 is gonna beat Brian Kelly.
And I think it's Lane.
So
Lane train.
I don't buy Lenore Sellers against the LSU defense. Does Mike Elko have an offense to cook something up against the LSU defense? Maybe, but I don't buy it.
Do you think Pavia pulls it off since it's at Vandy, or everybody knows Vandy is coming from a mile away now, including Kelly, and he'll be ready for it?
I think that's why Vandy's going to be down more than people think this year, but I still think they clip 1 or 2. I don't think they're going to be like a really great team, but I think they get 1 or 2. And I'm going to say 3-1 on this. I think either South Carolina or Kiffin. I think they could even go 2-2 here very easily.
I don't know about that. 3-1, I could agree with.
If it was a different slate of SEC teams, I could definitely see 2-2. I'll go with 3-1. It could be Vandy just because it's in the middle, right? Or Ole Miss because it's right before the bye. But they have a tune-up game. They literally have 2 tune-up games in between their 3 hard games to start off with. So,
all right, I'm gonna say so. We're gonna go with 3-1 then. All right, and then their over/under is 8.5. Their next slate of games, their last slate. At Alabama, Arkansas, Western Kentucky, at Oklahoma. They're losing one of those games.
I think they lose 2.
Really?
I don't think they make it.
Alabama is one of those losses, no?
Yes. But see, here's the thing. Let's say they beat Bama. They probably lose to Arkansas the next week because that's just how the cookie crumbles in the SEC. So that's 1 loss either way. And then it comes to at Oklahoma last week of the season. What's more on the line here, right? Is it Venables' job? Is LSU getting into the playoff? What is actually on the line at that point? Because if they already have 3 losses, are they still on the line to get into the playoff, or do they not care at that point?
So
That's why I'm saying
I guess
4.
what we're asking is 9-3, 8-4. Are they going to beat Oklahoma? Is pretty much what we're asking.
Yeah, but we are saying they're going to go into that last week with 3 losses.
Yeah.
Do we think that viably gives them a chance to get into the playoffs still, and they're still playing for something, or they're out?
Yeah, because they'll have wins. Because they'll have wins against either Ole Miss, South Carolina, A&M. Maybe not actually. Maybe not.
That's what I'm saying. If it doesn't matter, then they probably, and Oklahoma's playing for their coach's job. To me, that's why it goes to 4. If we're pretty much saying they're getting 3 losses, I don't know how they get up for that last game.
I'm saying 8-4.
And again, we're trying to say Brian Kelly versus Venables.
I'm saying 9-3. I'm saying 9-3.
That's a Notre Dame fan. Yeah, that's crazy.
Because when I did my picks early preseason, I had them bookending the season with losses and winning every other game. That was when I picked a long time ago. I say 9-3.
All right, I'm going to go with 8-4.
Jay?
Yeah, I'm on 8-4.
Tyler?
I'm 8-4 too, I guess.
All right, we're going 8-4, and guess what? We're going under.
We're probably going to get screwed because the referees are going to screw over one of those teams in the middle. that should win those games. Like should give them that loss. We're probably going to get screwed over by the referees.
Knowing how it is, Lane's going to figure out something stupid and get constantly penalized for it.
All right, guys.
Yeah, but I mean, they did it to South Carolina last year. LSU got given a win, so I can see it happening.
And thanks to everybody watching on TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook. We appreciate you guys watching. We got a couple likes. I appreciate it. Not a lot. We'll figure this shit out and we'll get it better for you. Maybe never. But we are pretty funny and we do know football and we do know gambling. Here we go, guys. A&M. They are at 7.5 for the over-under. Here is their schedule, boys and girls. Brought to you by, I don't know, I ripped somebody off online because I don't give a fuck. Keisha. Here we go. Home against UTSA and Utah State. On the road at Notre Dame. Home.
After a bye at Auburn. So 3-1.
Oh, did
Yeah. Well, we're not hearing Johnny, so I can keep talking.
My bad. My bad. Mississippi State at home. Florida at home. At Arkansas. At LSU.
Okay, so we agreed 3-1 for the first 4, right?
I think they lose to Arkansas and LSU.
You skipped the first 4, Johnny.
We said 3-1.
But no, we didn't actually talk about it.
We
So
don't have to because
is
they
everybody
play-
in agreement on 3-1?
Oh yeah, they're UTSA and Utah State. Come on, Tyler's eating because he knows he's not going to agree with that. He's going to agree with that. Yeah.
Okay, I
was-
didn't even see him not. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I'm
All
sorry.
right, fine. So
My
3-1,
body,
and
I'm a
then
body language expert with Tyler. When he's like, yeah, that's. Yeah. But this one is where we're going to have an argument. I say they lose on the both road games, Arkansas and LSU. This
what do you
team,
think about Elko?
this team is perennially 8-4. They don't go anything besides 8-4. Their record is always 8-4.
I believe that with Jimbo. Jimbo Fisher being Jimbo Fisher, 8-4 was the ceiling with that man. And again, I wish that was the case with Dabo, but it's not. So
Wow. I'm actually literally picking this exactly how I picked it. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I'm pretty impressed.
4 months ago.
Yeah.
So do you think Elko is just not going to get it together?
I think that there's something in the water, kind of like the Jets and the Mets, where they just 8-4. There's some teams just go 8-4, Rob. That's just what they do.
That's true. That's what happens when you have a cult.
Yep.
So do you think they? All right, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Do you think 3-1 or 2-2 in that little run?
2-2.
I think they lose 1. I don't know if they lose 2. I feel like
So
that's
we'll go 6-2. The next slate of
Okay.
games at Missouri, home to South Carolina, home to Samford, the tough Samford Bulldogs, and then away at Texas. They're losing 2 of those games. So either way, they're going 8-4. So I don't care. I really don't. That's an 8-4 team, guys. Their quarterback
think, JC?
Marcel Reed is very good. He's fantastic. They have a great defense coming back. They have a great offensive line, but they're 8-4. Some teams just go 8-4, guys.
And I think this is a game that Missouri actually wins at home.
I have
that's what I was going to go
can't
off of.
see it.
That's what I was like.
when you go back and look, Jay, on my magazine I'm showing right now, I have them losing to Missouri.
Yeah.
So there you go.
And I'm not claiming – listen, I'm telling you right now, Missouri is not going to fare well this season. But they will win that game at home.
Missouri's gonna be better than you think.
right.
So we're gonna go with
I'll give it to
A&M.
8-4. You convinced me.
We're still gonna go over though, guys. We're still going over on them.
Oh, because they're 7.5. I thought they were 8.5 for some reason.
Next team, Tyler. I know you weren't really into that. I know you don't like A&M, so that's fine. Florida.
Fuck 'em!
Florida. Win total is 6.5. Rob, you can't see it, but there's a very big picture of DJ Lagway smiling right in the middle of the screen. He looks very pretty. Very good quarterback. You can't deny it. First couple games, and you're not going to like this, but you might love it. LIU at home, USF at home, at LSU, at Miami. On my book, I have them going 1-3. USF is a very, 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 very good group of 5 team this year. LSU's a good team, and Miami always beats Florida. Go ahead, Rob. This is your team.
I despise the Gators with every fiber of my being. Do you really think so? They're going to lose to USF, then they're going to compound it by losing at LSU, and then they're just going to end that. They're going to get demolished by Miami just like they were last season. Do you think that's how it's going to go down?
Rob, USF.
I mean, then that's setting them up for Texas. That's a terrible stretch.
Just so you know, Rob,
Like,
under Alex Golsh, USF has 16 returning starters. 16.
well, I mean, I liked USF
Including
last year.
Byron Brown coming back playing quarterback, dude. And their running backs, Norton's awesome. They're going to be a good team, bro. There might be a playoff team. Outside chance.
Well, here's my issue with USF. And it's not really an issue per se. It's that when we played them, and by we, I mean Miami played them last year, I just was struck by how undisciplined they were. Like, they really made a lot of stupid mistakes. They really, were getting chippy and trying to, cause issues.
16 guys back, young
and
team.
I like that mentality, but they're doing it in the swamp. I don't see them pulling it off. You know what I mean? And it's not because
This is called
it's because their
Billy
coach.
Napier is their coach.
Yeah.
We'll go with 2-2. We can go with 2-2. I think they're going 1-3.
I mean, I could see them losing the USF, but then they're going to demolish LSU the next week. Not because it's Florida. They're contrary as hell.
They are Jekyll and Hyde.
I mean, Lagway hasn't played 2 complete seasons.
So we're gonna go.
I know, he keeps getting
are we
injured,
okay
too.
with 2-2? Anybody want 3-1, 4-0? Anybody? Any other thoughts?
Fuck that. I will disown anybody who says they go 4-0.
Jay, what is your pick for the first 4?
2-2.
Tyler.
2-2.
I'm a 2-2 guy too.
So we'll go with 2-2. Fine. Fuck you guys. I'll be right. Texas at home.
Lagway gets
A&M
hurt
on the
against
road.
USF, then I totally buy that.
Mississippi
I
State.
can see Lagway getting hurt because USF tries to literally go out of their way to hurt him.
So Texas at home, Mississippi State, or Texas A&M on the road, Mississippi State at home, bye week, then Georgia in Jacksonville. That's 0. That's 0. That's 0.
They're going to beat Mississippi State.
That's 0. That might
Shut
be
the
0.
fuck up. I still have your cowbell, motherfucker. You don't get to be like Mississippi State. Ooh.
Mississippi
No.
State has 60
No.
returning players, and
But they were shit last year.
yeah. All right, so we're gonna go 1-3. So that means there'll be 3
I
and wait. What is? I can't do math. Wait, Rob, do the math.
5 losses.
2-2, 1-3, 2-5. Nope. 2-6.
3-5.
We're going good. No, that's not right. Yes, it is 3-5. 3-5.
He's overloading his brain with all this nonsense.
All right, at Kentucky, at Ole Miss, home to Tennessee, home to Florida State. They're 3-5. They'll beat Kentucky, so that's 4-5. And then the last 3 games: at Ole Miss, Tennessee, Florida State. Are they going to beat Florida State?
I think they'll beat Florida State because they'll need something at the end of that.
They're going to finish
horrible
5-7. They're going to finish 5-7.
Will they need how many wins? 5.5? 6.5?
They need. Florida is at 6.5.
There's no way they're getting 6.5.
No.
There's no way they're getting 7 wins. So it's kind of irrelevant, but sure, let's say that they get 5 wins. They might get 6. I don't see them getting 7. Not with this schedule. The schedule is rough.
I think 6-6 is fair. Jay?
Yeah. It's not as rough as Oklahoma's schedule, but man, they're also not as good. They don't have as good a coach.
Yeah. No, I'm 6-6 on the Gators, and yeah, it's like a 5 or 6.
They're losing to Mississippi State, motherfuckers. Next team, guys. Let's talk about it. They used to be a racing school, not so much anymore. The Old Miss Running Rebs. Their win total is half.
How many and a half?
8.
Yep.
8.5.
First
The
game.
Admiral Akbars.
First game. Home against Arkansas.
Georgia State.
Tulane.
Yeah, Georgia State at Kentucky, Arkansas, Tulane.
I'm going to say
Hmm.
4-0.
I can buy that. I can also see Lane fucking it up, but I can buy that.
All right. So I think for anybody have a, if there's a quarrel, we'll stop. If not, we'll go on.
It's more of an aside. Johnny, do you know who the new quarterback for Tulane is?
It's the BY Jew. Now he's Jew Lane. That's the thing.
I thought you were going to focus on the fact that he got kicked out for fucking.
Yeah, because they don't.
No.
Yeah, because you can't be fucking.
That's what I thought you were going to focus on. That, not Jesus.
Oh boy.
We're off the rails, boys.
That's why Tulane's the best school in Louisiana.
He went from
Always.
he went from the Christian of Christian schools to let's go fuck everything that moves. He's
The
literally
Green Wave.
So we'll go 4-0. Next couple games. Let's get back on schedule here. Home against LSU, home against Wazoo, at Georgia, at Oklahoma. That is at least 2 losses, boys. I think 3.
I'll go with 3. I kind of think he can fuck up one of the first 4, so this just kind of balances it out for me.
JC, thoughts, concerns, questions?
It's Titans. Nah. DA is the one who loves the lane train.
I'm
So
still stuck on, because the moment's passed, but the green wave and the reference to we basically just turned the green wave into a nickname for a venereal disease.
yes.
It's fine.
I'm glad you caught that. Thank you.
It'll be
Thank you.
clipped. Don't worry.
DA, you're the lane train guy, so what are we doing?
I think 3 wins.
You think 3 wins? I say 3 losses.
Wait,
you say
3
3
wins.
wins. JC, it comes down to you.
Oh, 3-1. 3-1.
Yeah.
3
Right now, we're going with 2. We're going to at least 2 losses. Unless you say 3-1, then we're gonna have to look at it.
No, I meant the other way. I meant the other
You
way.
meant 3 losses.
You meant 3 losses.
Yes.
Oh, all right, Jay. Do you agree with the 3 losses, or do you think?
I mean, you're a homer for lanes. That's why I was like, that's viable. You would actually say that.
The one you hope they struggle against Wazoo, but
They probably will struggle against Wazoo because Wazoo runs the ball.
yep.
Yeah, but Wazoo lost Mateer.
I know, but I'm just saying they'll still run the ball like a lot. So,
Yeah. All right, I'm going 3 L's.
1 and 3. So that's 4,
so they go
3.
4-0 and then 1-3.
4 and 3. Just kidding. I know it's 5 and 3. Relax.
5-3.
Relax. It was a joke. Next couple games. It wasn't a joke at first. I had to check myself. Home against South Carolina. Home against the Citadel. Home against
Florida.
And then home against Mississippi or
Florida
away at
and
State.
Mississippi State. Who do you think they?
After a bye.
I think that they.
After a bye week.
I want them to
They're gonna get a
lose.
bye week right before.
I want them to technically lose. I'm not saying who they else they lose to, but this is not an 9-3 team. This is an 8-4 team. Just looking at it, they got the new quarterback. I know Simmons, he's good. Whatever. Lane always recuperates. He has a lot of guys in the transfer. I don't know. I think there were a lot of. This is just like A&M. They're 8-4. They just go 8-4.
I could see them losing to Florida, but I actually think they'll lose to South Carolina after Oklahoma. Like, I think that's a rough stretch. Georgia, Oklahoma, and then South Carolina, and they're going to treat South Carolina like it's the easy game.
Yeah.
And I think that would be a mistake. Sellers is not a great quarterback, to go to TA's point, but he's good enough to score on Ole Miss. Ole Miss never has defense. You think they're going to have a defense all of a sudden? I don't believe it.
No, but I do think.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. I'm just saying.
I'll be right back.
I'm saying that that since they had like Ndamukong Suh, they haven't had a defense. So I don't think that's going to be good enough to stop South Carolina.
Nope.
All right. So, yeah, we're taking another under.
All right, sorry, I'm back, guys. That was gonna be 8 and 4. They're gonna go under, right? Under.
Yes. 8.5 is high, I think.
Right here, it's okay. Everybody's good. Everybody's great. Everybody's grand. Let's talk about the other burnt orange, the better orange. If you ask me, they're a better fucking color orange than that fucking shitty ass team down in Austin. It is the Tennessee Volunteers. Go Vols. Here we go. And who likes the Vols this year? Anybody like the Vols? The Vols are picked to go over under 8 and 5, 8.5 wins for the Vols. New quarterback, new guys all over the field. They only have 11 returning starters. That's not bad. 5 on offense, 6 on defense. Coming off a 10-3 year. Let's see what you guys think about the Tennessee.
They opened the season with 4 home games.
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
Well, it's Tennessee, so.
But technically, that's a home game.
Okay.
I gotta tell
Yeah,
you,
technically, they're playing Syracuse and Atlanta, so.
true.
I mean, it's definitely a home game in that regard, but they're not going to be like Rocky topping all over the goddamn place. So.
And I mean, Syracuse, don't snub your nose at them. They've been a rising program. I like what I'm seeing there. I don't know that they'll tackle Tennessee, but it's not one to just chalk up as an automatic win. The Georgia, I mean, that's the Georgia game. Yeah. I mean, this is either a 3-1 situation, or I mean, it could even be a 2-2 situation.
I'll go 3-1 for now.
I think
3-1 is good.
I think 3-1.
Tyler, 3-1.
Okay.
All right, next game.
Yeah,
we got
he's got it.
Mississippi State, home to Arkansas, at Alabama, at Kentucky. That's 3-1. They're going to lose either to Arkansas or Alabama or Mississippi State. They're not going to lose to Mississippi State.
They're not losing to Mississippi State. No one is losing to Mississippi State. They're the new Vanderbilt, Johnny. You just got to accept it. He's just gone radio silent. Fine. Do we think messing up against Kentucky? Do we think?
No.
Okay.
No.
Cool.
We got
Scoop should feel slow. We can't.
Yeah, I think. So yeah, I think that. Kentucky. I think they're gonna be like they'll have like. I think they're gonna be like a surprise, like a team that they surprise, and that's about it. So I just didn't know if it was Tennessee.
Sorry, guys, you cut it out. What did you say the last 4?
Okay. Well, the last four games, Oklahoma at home.
No, I'm saying
the
before
State,
that.
Florida, and Vanderbilt. If they go 3-1 again, then they're at 9 wins. You do that.
I know.
Vanderbilt's beating them and Oklahoma's beating them. They're going 8 and 4.
I can see 9-3 for them pretty easy.
Oklahoma's beating them and Vanderbilt's beating them.
And it's pretty well distributed too. Like they don't really have too many trap scenarios.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, if they lose to Alabama, they probably beat Kentucky the next week. But if they beat Alabama, they'll probably lose to Kentucky the next week. That's only one loss.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, TA?
I'll agree with that
9-3.
reluctantly, but they could easily be like a 7-5 team.
I mean, they fucked around with Florida last year. They really struggled with Florida last year.
I mean, you could look at it to where, like, okay, the Syracuse game, the Georgia game, Alabama, Oklahoma, yeah, like those could be 4 losses. Could there be another one in there? Like, yeah, you could probably make a case they could be a 5-loss team.
Yeah, between Florida and Vanderbilt.
It's also pretty easy for them to go 9-3, though. Like, that's
Yeah.
I think 9
Yeah, no, but so
and
to
3.
8.5, we're basically saying, do we think they'll actually make it happen? Right? Because with Nico last year, they didn't really make it happen.
well. So okay, so 8.5 is what we're yeah. So if I was wagering on the 8.5, I would say no. I would call them like an 8-win team because I just don't see, like, as much as I can make the case on their schedule that they could go 9-3. I think it's more ambitious than what they're capable of.
I think 9 and
It's
3 is
certainly
fine.
possible, but I wouldn't bet on it.
Can you guys hear me?
Gotcha. So, Tia, you're thinking 7-5, even.
Yep.
You're thinking under. I mean, like I said, their schedule is easy enough that 9-3 is totally possible, but that does depend on them not being Tennessee. And in recent years, anyway, they're always flashy, but the consistency is lacking. And I don't know if that's a coach issue or he always has to kind of, you know, his quarterbacks are so dynamic but also so inconsistent that it's like tons of talent, not a lot of follow through. I don't know. If this happens with a third quarterback, and they even did like that switcheroo, Nico went to UCLA, and then Joey Aguilar came from UCLA to Tennessee. Then this is a what's Heupel? This is a Josh Heupel problem.
What is that just popped up? You guys seeing that?
What the fuck? What?
Can you
Holy
guys
shit.
hear
That's like
me?
my
Second time it's been haunted. Second time it's been
Hello?
haunted this year, or this one episode.
Can you guys hear me?
All right. Well, I don't know what Johnny is doing, but that's okay. We can keep it rolling. One team we haven't talked about is, I believe, Auburn.
Moving Auburn, let's do it.
Yeah. So Auburn, and again, I know he's trying to run everything from wherever he is.
He's still streaming.
I have no idea, dude.
I see all the things up in the. We're not streaming.
It looks like we are still.
Hilarious.
It looks like. Oh my word! It shows
Oh, boy.
5 outbound video streams from my end, from what I can see.
Yep. Me too. So let's just keep it rolling. All right, folks. Auburn at Baylor, then Ball State, South Alabama, and then at Oklahoma. I mean, that's a weird schedule, but do we think Auburn can beat Baylor at Baylor to start the season off? No. Oh boy.
Can you guys hear me?
I hear Baylor's supposed to be an elite Big 12 team.
Can you hear me?
Boy.
Hey. Hey.
So we're gonna say they go 2-2. Jesus. Okay. Then it's Texas A&M. Bye-bye. Georgia. At home. Missouri. At home.
Can you hear
And
me?
then at Arkansas.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Suck it. I'm
And
back.
we can see your weird-ass AI name.
I'm back better than ever. We went 9-3 Tennessee. Got it over. Got it Auburn. Let's go. Baylor.
No,
Boss.
hold on. Time out. We did not go 9-3 for Tennessee.
Good boys. That's a
8-4.
good fucking boys. I'm so glad you guys had it. Good fucking job, boys.
I went 7-5.
I like it. They're losing.
But
They're
the
losing to
contingent-
Vandy. They're losing to Vandy. All right, Auburn at Baylor, Ball State,
When we
South
get to Vandy,
Alabama.
hold on, time out. when we get to Vandy, if Vandy isn't 12-0, I don't understand. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
At Baylor, Ball State, Southern Alabama, at Oklahoma. They're losing 2 of those games. Listen, Hugh Freeze. Hugh Freeze is a great guy. He fucks lots of hookers. Good for him. But he's just not he's just not the guy, boys. That's 2-2 right there.
That's what we were saying, yeah.
All right, so then after that, A&M, bye week, Georgia, Missouri, Arkansas. They're going to lose all 5 of those, including the bye.
There's only 4 games, and we can lose all 5.
No, I think really. Do they actually win a game in that stretch, guys?
I think they beat Arkansas.
I don't think they do. It's hard to go into
Maybe
favor.
Missouri then. I think they win one of those 2.
It's hard to go into favor.
That's true. I think they win one of those 2. I mean, okay. JC, are they beating Missouri or not?
Oh, man. Probably.
So you're saying 1-3?
Yes.
Rod.
Yeah.
Tyler. Yeah, 1-3. So we're gonna go with 3-5 to start. Last 4 games: Kentucky, at Vanderbilt, Mercer, Alabama. They're losing to Vanderbilt.
They're going to lose to Mercer before they lose to Vanderbilt.
They're gonna go 3-1 realistically in that stretch. So 6-6, boys, is what I have.
Yep.
Maybe.
What was the number?
What was that, bud?
What was the one?
Hold on, let me bring it up. The line for them was 7.5.
Whew, yeah. See, that's another one where, like, they're definitely not winning more than 7.
I think they're lucky if they get to 7. I think that's a good season if you can get over 500.
I say I'll go with 6-6. I'm gonna go with 6-6. Tyler,
Yeah.
Same.
Jay.
6-6.
All right.
Same.
All right, moving on, guys. We're almost done with our first show of the year. Thank you for joining us on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube. We had a little malfunctions every now and again, but you know what? Suck my balls. We're going to talk about a really good team. Speaking of sucking something, they're the Gamecocks. Let's talk, guys. Do you guys want to talk about some cocks? I heard you. Everybody likes talking cocks. Let's talk some cocks, boys. Cocks are 7.5 over under.
We gotta start with TA in this one.
And here we go. First couple games are neutral site game at Atlanta, Virginia Tech. Stanford at home, Vandy at home, Mizzou on the road. That's at least 2-2, but that's where you guys take it away. Go ahead.
2-2.
And my bad, it's not Stanford, it's South Carolina State. I can't see the logo is bad. My bad. Jay?
But they're losing to Vandy, right?
They're going to lose to Vandy.
Say 2. Yeah, I'm 2-2.
All right, next batch of games since we all agreed really quickly. What? What?
Vandy's gonna be, at this point, at least 9 wins.
We'll get to Vandy in a minute. Home against Kentucky, at LSU, and then 2 home games, OU and Alabama back-to-back with no byes. So that's LSU on the road, Oklahoma home, and then Alabama home. That's at least 2 losses, right, guys?
That's rough. Yeah.
So that's 4.
Yeah.
That's 4-4
For
right
sure.
there. All right, we'll clear it up at the bottom. This might be a 6-6 team. That's maybe the best 6-6 team ever. At Ole Miss, at A&M, home against the Chanticleers. Shout out Jeffrey Gunta. 93, Cincinnati Bengals retired last year. Coastal Carolina, and then Clemson, the perennial Clemson game that's at home. That's at least 2 losses. They would be lucky to go 6-6, I think, guys. I mean, I love Lenore Sellers. They just lost so much on defense, guys. They only have 4 starters back on defense this year. 7 on offense, not bad, but only 4 starters back. And I love Shane Beamer. I really do. I think this is a 6-6 team. Should we give them 7-5 just because of the coaching?
No.
So
No.
7.5 was fine.
Let me see what the line was. I'm not sure. Let me look again. I'll check. The line was 7.5. So it wouldn't matter.
That's another team that's like 7 wins is a really good season for them. Like really good. Means they beat like Clemson or Oklahoma or Alabama or Vandy. You know, it's a really good season. I mean, beating by Tech even. Do you think they can beat Virginia Tech? They can. Yeah, so I'd say 7-5 for South Carolina. I think that's reasonable.
I'm gonna say 7-5 too, but these guys are both saying 6-6, so we're gonna have to fight it out here, boys.
But we're saying that it's not more than 7.
No.
We're saying it's not.
Yeah. I mean, I'll play along and go to 7 just for ha-has, but I mean, I ain't going more than 7.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, they're under again.
I think if he goes 8-4, he should get a raise. That's a really hard schedule. Here we go, guys. Next team, South Carolina out. Next team in at a win total of only 5.5. It's them. Pig Sooie! Arkansas Razorbacks. That hurt.
5.5.
Yep. Alabama A&M at home, Arkansas State at home, at Mississippi, at Memphis. That's 3-1. They could go 3-1 there.
They should go 3-1.
I could very
They messed
easily
up
see.
against Memphis.
I think they could lose against Memphis, and I think Arkansas State could clip them too, because they almost beat them last year. But 2-2, I can see. Everybody in accord?
Yeah, they're playing a little bit.
3-1. Jay?
No.
No?
2-2.
You really like that? You really like
No,
that?
3-1.
You like that Alabama A&M game, huh? Tyler, you good with 3-1? Next batch of games. Home to Notre Dame, at Tennessee, coming off a bye. Arkansas's off the bye. Texas A&M at home, Auburn at home. Guys, that's at least. I see 3 losses there. I mean, Notre Dame and Tennessee, I think, are losses. Guaranteed. And I think they lose to
They
A&M.
don't win. Arkansas can't beat SEC teams.
That's very true.
So I think they go over.
Over. I'm going to give them.
Same.
Oh, Jay, you going over? I'm saying 1-3.
Because they beat Notre Dame, because they don't beat SEC teams.
Shut up, Rob.
There's a case, man. Oh, wow. Wow, what a freaking stretch. Okay, yeah, I can see over.
Tyler, you're going to go over or you're going to go 1-3?
Over.
Wow, I get outvoted. Okay, so you're having them go. So we said 2-2 and then over 2-6.
I was on 3-1 and then 0-4. So 3-5 is where my total is at.
So
Samesies!
3-5. All right, here we go. 3-5 going to the next batch. They might lose. Home to Mississippi State, at LSU, at Texas, and then home to Missouri. They're going to lose at least 3.
Yes. They'll beat Mississippi State. This is their 1 SEC win.
Yeah, I'll go with it. Whew, damn.
4 wins. We're going wins, people.
Sucks to be a pig, man.
So no more pig suey, I guess, today.
They've just been so bad, dude.
It wasn't that tasty to begin with.
All right, JC, here comes your second team, bub. They are at 7.5 wins on the win total. Are they going to go over and under that? Let me bring up the graph.
7.5.
They have a cake. They have a cakewalk schedule. They have a cake. Here we go. Central Arkansas at home, Kansas at home, Louisiana Lafayette at home, South Carolina at home.
Holy shit! They go 6 games at home.
I think they go.
Wow.
I think they go 4-0.
I don't know if they beat Kansas.
Kansas is kind of a scary.
Is
one.
Daniels going to have a
Super
bounce
set
back
down.
year? If Daniels has a bounce back year in Kansas,
This isn't the 9-3 2023 Kansas team with.
No, it is the Missouri team that.
but this is Missouri that
that's
loses
what
to
I'm worried
Kansas.
about.
I say
So,
4-0. 4-0.
Okay. Hear me out. I think they take the Raging Cajuns for granted, and that's a mistake.
Wow. See, I wasn't gonna go that far. I'm looking at this, and it's a 3-1 because it's either Kansas or South Carolina. It's not the Raging Cajuns. It's Kansas or South Carolina is gonna take them out. It's 3-1.
I agree. It's at least one. At least one. There's not 4. Is what I'm saying. I think they might get up for Kansas and South Carolina, but they're going to somehow overlook University of Lafayette in the middle. Like even if they show up for South Carolina, is what I'm saying. That means they're not going to be ready for UL. Like I'll buy TA saying Kansas is good this year. Fair. At least one loss. So it's 3-1.